you need to watch this video if you're at a point where you know you can be doing better. You feel like you should be doing better, and most importantly, you want to do better. Keep watching this video. I have all my practical tips for people who are starting their personal development journey. For a bit of context and background to me, I started my personal development journey about 3 years ago, and there are a couple of mistakes that I definitely should and could have avoided if I knew these tips. So I believe I'm in the position to, share some of the knowledge that I've learned along the years, just so that it doesn't take 3 years for you to establish a working plan for you. So keep watching. These are 3 easy steps to set you up for success. Okay, let's get into it. If I do say so myself, I have completely over 3 years changed the way that I think, the way I approach issues, the way I solve problems, by exposure to books, courses, personal development, podcasts, surrounding myself with people that are in alignment with what I want to achieve. Honestly, I did that, and I'm going to be helping you today. The key to a successful personal development plan is to plan something that is specifically suited for you. One mistake I made was seeing someone that I wanted to emulate, and I wanted their results, and I copied. I feel like your personal development journey should be very, very personal to you and your personal goals, what you want for yourself, and that is something that no other person can have. So I'm going to be helping you also understand and figuring out what is unique to you. Okay. Number 1 is to set your goals. What is important to you? You can look at it like this. Okay, in 3 months' time, where do I want to be? What do I want to do? What are my specific goals? Block out the outside noise and what you feel like someone your age or someone with your economic status should be doing or having, and just have that conversation with yourself in your quiet time. What do I want to be doing? What do I see for myself? What are my actual goals? It doesn't necessarily need to be monetary. It could be like, what does my future self see me doing? What does my future self view success as? Goal setting is very important, and obviously this is not going to look the same for every single person, so it has to be something that's very personalized to you, something that between you and yourself. In the process of writing down your goals, you could write it into my short-term goals, my long-term goals. Okay, what does my future self in the next 3 months see me doing, or see what skills does my future 3-month self from now see me having? An example of a long-term goal would be something like, okay, I want to become a Python data scientist in 6 months to a year. That's a long-term goal you're writing down. An example of a shorter term goal for that long-term goal is going to be something like, okay, I need to, in 3 months from now, I need to have taken a Udemy course or a Coursera course or a DataCamp course on Python. I get what I'm saying now. Is it clicking? Are you understanding it? All right. It's very important. One tip I'll add on these setting goals is that it's very important for you to be affirmative. Writing an effective goal setting statement, it's so important for you to be affirmative. It has to be used like affirmations, positive affirmations, and they are very, very strong and powerful. Because if you write down, I am going to be a Python data scientist in 6 months, and then you start putting down those short-term goals to help you achieve those eventual long-term goals, chances are you're going to hit them faster, because you're going to start operating and working in the sense of someone that is supposed to be Python data scientist in 6 months time. Subconsciously, even amazingly, when you write those things down, you repeat those things to yourself subconsciously, the internet's great. You log in on your Instagram, you're seeing all these data posts and all that. So yeah, that's my number 1 tip. My number 2 tip to starting your personal development journey as a beginner would be to identify your areas of improvement. You have to be very sincere with yourself, okay? And this conversation you're having yourself has to put down your shortcomings. Are you a procrastinator? Call yourself out on your crap. Are you a procrastinator? Are you someone that's quite lazy? You're someone that has goals, but deep down you know that you're a lazy ass person, and if you continue in that way, you're probably not going to hit those goals. You need to call yourself out on your BS. It's very, very important that you're self-aware and very true to yourself, right? Because this is going to help you, right, an authentic personal development plan, not just something that looks good on your vision board or on your goals for 2025. Be truthful to yourself. Be self-aware. In this process, you're going to be writing out your weaknesses, your strengths, your areas for improvement, what strengths can cover up for your weaknesses. Going back to being a Python data scientist, be truthful to yourself. Are you someone that easily picks up new technology, or you're not someone that really picks up new technology easily? Obviously, this is going to affect your long-term and short-term goals of being a Python data scientist if that is your goal. And you need to be very self-aware and true to yourself when analyzing all these things. If you're also someone that needs a lot of time to practice and get familiarized with new technology, it's going to be important that you are aware of this so you can map out specific strategies on how to combat that. In this aspect, I would say, what are your core values and your passion, things that are non-negotiables for you when it comes to being a better person, because that's going to help you in being self-aware and drafting an effective personal development plan and strategy eventually. Because honestly, this could positively or negatively affect your personal development journeys and all that you've written down, what your values are, your passions are, what drives you essentially. You need to do basically a lot of self-assessments. It is a one-man person conversation. This obviously is not an overnight thing, but the fact that you're watching this video already means that you're on the right path. So make sure to go ahead and click the like button so that YouTube knows that you love this content, and also it can push this content to other people who will find this beneficial. We're about to lock in 2025. Now that you have your goals written down, you know what is personal and true to you, and you're self-aware of your strengths and weaknesses, it is now time to write an action plan. Action plan is basically the step-to-step what you're wanting to do and how you want to. I personally cannot overemphasize the importance of breaking down your goals. As a generally high anxiety, overall anxious, and if I put down like my 12 months goals on paper and I'm seeing that's literally like a recipe for disaster for me, because it's too much. It's just too much, and my brain is like, no, we're not gonna deal with this, and my self-defense mechanism just says shut it down, throw it away. So it's very, very important for you to break down those goals into small bits and pieces so it's easy for you to actually hit them. This is both visually and mentally just easier for your brain to analyze and as basically assimilate. It's also really, really good for your motivational part of your brain, because what are smaller goals and you hit those goals, it's such a confidence booster and it makes you feel like you could do better and bigger. Creating a schedule and setting deadlines to achieve all these tiny bits of your larger goal, especially when you have all the excitement in the beginning, makes it hit easier, especially when the excitement eventually dies off, because that is just the cycle of things. Especially going into the new year, everyone's very, very optimistic. You're like, I'm about to smash my goals, I'm about to do this and this and that, I'm definitely locked in. A lot of gyms have like higher surge rates in the beginning of the year and then subsequently start dying and fizzling out because the excitement is dying off. Okay, so it's very, very important, at least for me personally. I've noticed that putting in so much effort in the beginning makes it get to a level where I'm able to kind of like chill and just ride on the wave towards the end when the excitement is eventually dying off. Obviously, it's also important to track all this process, track your tiny bits of goals and that you're hitting. Okay, I personally make use of Google Calendar and Notion. If you want me to share my Notion planning and my Google Calendar planning for hitting my personal development goals or just my goals in general, make sure to put a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to get around to doing that. And the thing I'm going to add to this is sharing your goals to someone that you think highly of, right? Someone that if they felt disappointed in you, you would literally want the ground to open up and swallow you. Like, because a lot of people do things for not even for personal satisfaction, but like for satisfaction of others. That is just the sad, crazy thing about the world. A lot of people do things because of others' approval. So how about you turn this around and make this work for you? Talk to someone that you're ashamed of failing or looking at like a disappointment or looking like an unserious person that doesn't follow through with their plans. Share your goals with them, share your targets, share your deadlines. When you hit those things, you share with them and they're able to, celebrate you. Or when you don't hit these things, they call you out of your BS. That is a secret hack that a lot of people do not really do because you're in your head or something. I don't know why people don't do that, but I think that has really helped me in also staying and remaining accountable, because there are just some people that I don't want them to view me as, not serious or someone that doesn't follow through on their plans. If you've gotten to this stage of the video, then congratulations, you've started your personal self-development journey, and I'm so proud of you. You go girl, okay, or you go guy, whoever's watching this. Taking the steps to know what to start with, what to do, and how to go about it. Now all that is left for you to do is to actually put into practice, because there's no use in knowing all these things and having all these important informations and success tips and tricks and not putting them into action. You're grown up, stop acting like a child. Put the work in and get things done. If you're still watching this video, then you're going to love a video like I did earlier on about programming your mind for success. I'm going to go ahead and link it right here. Watch that, and I'm going to see you in that video.